everyone, it's Courtney from The Happy Lush, and I'm super excited to be tasting a wine today with you. And this time it is the Trader Joe's Reserve Cabernet Sauv Syrah blend from Washington State's Horse Heaven Hills. And I'm originally from Washington State, and I love all the wines from Washington State, so I'm super excited to try this wine with you today. It's only $9.99 from Trader Joe's, so let's find out if it's worth the buy. So today we're tasting this Trader Joe's Cab Syrah blend, and I'm super excited. I don't know what to expect. This wine is only $9.99. It is a Trader Joe's Reserve, and all of these labels at Trader Joe's are $9.99, and I have quite a few lined up to taste. I'm super excited. I don't have a Trader Joe's where I live, so I have to drive a couple hours down to Denver to go to Trader Joe's. So when I'm there, I try to buy as much as I can to taste, because it's not just a store I can run to every week to try something new. So anyway, when we're looking at this label, it's telling us, I really like this label, by the way. It gives us a lot of information, and for just a casual wine drinker that doesn't know where a lot of AVAs are, or in Europe, what grape varieties are grown where, because they don't tell you on the label. These labels here from Trader Joe's tell us everything we need to know. So that makes it really easy to pick something out on the shelf when we want to get a wine real quick. So this one says Cabernet Sauvignon 74% and Syrah 20, I don't have my glasses, it must be 26%, right? So the laws are, if in Washington State, if a variety is 75% or more, you can list the variety on the label. However, this is only 74%, so they are having to list Cabernet and Syrah, not just one main variety. Maybe that's on purpose, maybe not, we don't know. Maybe they want us to know that there's also Syrah in here. Who knows? It is nice to know, especially since I really love both those grapes. And then they're telling us it's from Horse Heaven Hills. Now, Horse Heaven Hills is an AVA in Washington State. And if you've ever driven down Interstate 84 through the Columbia River Gorge that separates, or the state of Oregon, the state of Washington, the Columbia River flows in between. And let's say you are driving west, heading towards, say, Portland, Oregon, and you're driving through the Columbia River Gorge. If you look to the north, which would be to the right if you're driving west, through the gorge, which is an area through the Columbia River Gorge, which is where the Columbia River runs through. It's this really beautiful area. I believe it's a national registered protected area or something. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, if you look, you can see the vines growing. And in some of those areas, that is Horse Heaven Hills. So they grow a lot of delicious grapes in that area, which are then made into very delicious wines, and predominantly Cabernet and Syrah. So this is where this is coming from. And then it's giving us a tasting note that says juicy fruit with cherry and a touch of oak. So now we know that there's going to be cherry flavors, a little bit oaky probably on the finish. Sounds like it's going to be really good. Now, if we wanted to find out where this wine is coming from, like who's producing it, it's telling us that it's vinted and bottled by Airway Cellars in California. So it's vinted and bottled. So that means basically they're getting the juice, like the wine juice is probably being shipped down there, and they're putting it in the bottle and they're aging it, but they did not make the wine. And it's not telling us who made the wine, and I did a little search online and I could not find out. So I don't know. We also know that this wine is 13.4% alcohol, which isn't too bad. So now that we have all that information, let's go ahead and taste the wine. Okay, if you want to get technical, the first thing we're going to do when we taste the wine, and for a $9.99 wine, we probably don't really need to be doing all this, but I'm just going to sort of check the color to tell you. So I'm going to put my notes here, white paper just behind the glass, because I have this dark table here and it's kind of hard to see the color. This is a very dark kind of purple wine. It's clear, so it looks good. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. And on the nose, there is a lot of berry flavor. It does smell really good. I get a lot of floral, like violety notes. Now, I opened this wine last night, and when I first opened it, it was like in your face violet flavor. So it's really toned down since then. But it does smell really good. It's just like cherry and violet, and you do get that little bit of oak on it. It smells really good. So basically what you need to know for $9.99 if you put your nose in this wine is actually going to smell really good. So that's really all you need to know. And then we're going to taste it. And I still get a lot of that violet flavor on my palate as well as a little bit of oak, some cherries, just like dark fruit. But it's very soft, easy drinking. I am getting some tannin, but it's not overwhelming. There was a little bit more last night. And it's kind of a short finish. This is not like some complex wine that you can stick your nose in all day and get something different. It's just a really good wine for $9.99. I think it's really good. So it's in this is the second day I've had it open. So for $9.99, a wine on a dime, I definitely would just say if you like red wines with some fruit flavors, a little bit of flower, violet, a tiny bit of oak. I'm not getting like a ton of it. Just a really nice, soft, easy drinking wine, Wednesday night wine. Maybe you're having pasta or steak or something like that. This is also just a great sit down and have a glass wine. So I highly recommend this Trader Joe's Cabernet Syrah blend from Washington State's Horse Heaven Hills AVA, $9.99 at Trader Joe's. Definitely a good buy for a wine on a dime. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe on the bottom, and to get all my videos that come out, I'll be doing more wine review videos coming up. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram at The Happy Lush. I'm so thankful you're here. I appreciate it so much. If you want to taste wine together virtually, make sure you sign up for my free private community called The Lush Lounge. I have a link below, as well as other wine tips and tools you can find in the description below. Thanks so much for being here. I will see you in my next video.